thing of being part of something like this is you live together and you work together nonstop. So by now, hopefully, we know, what makes everybody happy, what makes everybody annoyed, and then we sort of know how to react to each other's behavior and stuff like that.
Like being married, really. I mean,
it really is. It's more than being married because you can actually, when you're married, you can get away from your wife when you go to work. But we're together. We're. Oh, well, you can't.
But when you're together and Justin's driving the bus, I mean, you're screwed pretty much.
Yeah. We took our lumps along the way, somebody blows their nose and the tissue ends up on the couch, and you're like, that's nasty. And you bring it up and you're like, don't do that anymore. Okay, I'm sorry. And then you move on.
That'd be me, and I don't do it anymore.
But, you nip those things in the bud along the way, and, you try and just be considerate of each other and learn. And after however many years it's been since.
You really are. I mean, you're like a family. I mean, we're like brothers, and you kind of love each other like brothers, and you get annoyed sometimes like you do with your brother.
Right.
We spend a lot of time together.
If it was perfect all the time, it'd be a little scary.
It's impossible to be. That's just not human. That's not human element. It's not how it works.
Right.
So.
Our next question, first row.
First row. Okay. What's your name?
Hi, I'm also Jenny.
Ooh, Jenny.
Hello. Hi. So I have a question. I'm really out of the loop, but I'm very curious about what you did in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
Show. I did a lot of this. I hosted the Chippendales Las Vegas show. And so when I originally got asked to do it, I had been getting asked to do it for years because we were known as the group the boy band that actually had muscles and all that stuff. But so I had been asked to do it.
I don't know what happened to them, but we used to.
Right. So since then we've now covered ourselves up. But what happened was I was asked to do it. I went and checked out. I was like, no way. And they're like, look, it's a Vegas show. It's a real show. It's not a bunch of strippers like grinding on girls and all that stuff. So I went to see it, and it was a well-produced show. It was in a $10 million theater, a multi-million-dollar production. And I fell in love with it. It was basically, those guys are like a boy band on steroids up there. And all I did was host. I sang some of our songs.
I thought we were the boy band on steroids.
Well, again, that's obviously stopped. But, it was a fun time for me. It was sold out the whole time. It broke some box office records. And I was very, very proud of it. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, he turned into a stripper. That was the spin they put on it to get a ton of press and get people there. But it actually was a great experience for me. I had a lot of fun. What it did for me was, I had always been accustomed to being with these guys nonstop. So I had the comfort of being on stage with them. So if I'd mess up, not everybody would be looking at me in my mind. There were other people they were focused on. And what that did was enhance my ability to perform in front of crowds and stuff like that. So.
But you did strip though.
No, there's a part in the show. There's a part in the show where they made me rip my shirt off and throw it into the crowd.
Right.
And then rip his pants off. And then I'd start doing the shake. And obviously, moves like that would not make the show. You know what I'm saying?
Don't sell yourself short. I'm sure you would do well. We have a front row here.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give us your name and your question, please.
Hi, I'm Alex.
Hi, Alex.
I just went totally blank. You guys, we were the reason. You guys were the reason that we went to Mixtape last year. Like the only reason.
Yeah,
you
right.
guys killed it. You were amazing. Is there a reason that you're not doing it this year? Because most of them are. Your entire bill
I
is
thought we
doing
were.
it.
I just found out that we weren't. So.
Drew,
New Kids is doing
Drew
it.
was unhappy with the stuff was
I'm
left
allergic
off our
to Hershey
rider
chocolate,
last year.
so we can't go back to Hershey.
There
I break
might
out
be
hives.
I don't know why we're not doing it this year.
That's a
I think
good
it was-
question. You should call and complain.
It's probably an issue with our scheduling or something like
No, but New
that.
Kids
But
is
it
doing it.
had nothing
Maybe
to do with us.
maybe they didn't ask
Maybe
us.
they didn't want us.
They gotta update the name though. Mixtape. They gotta maybe shuffle.
The playlist.
Maybe
music
mixtape
festival.
anymore. You know what I'm saying?
The playlist. The genius playlist.
The genius playlist.
There you go.
You guys are really amazing now. Like
Yeah.
last
Thank you.
year, and we're excited about
Well,
this year.
You're coming to the package store?
Two of them.
Oh.
Yes. Very
All right,
good.
We're gonna smoke last summer. Kill it. There we go.
We have time for 2 more questions.
2 more questions. She's had her hand up for a little bit. What's your
The
name?
green right there's had a hand up for a while.
Hi guys,
Hey.
Hi.
I'm Nikki. I'm like so nervous. I have 2 questions. One, will you sing at my wedding? Just kidding. And I'm not actually getting married. If that ever
It
happens.
sounded so good.
And I was actually thinking about taking the gig.
I
It was
will
trip at the
Yeah,
bachelor party.
bachelor party.
It's a package
I'll
deal.
drive the bus or I'll
I love how you guys think. No, but I wanted to know if there's another video coming out for any of the other songs on the album.
Well, that's a good question. Kind of what we're doing is we're taking the advice of our management because honestly, it's been a long time since we made videos, and the whole culture has changed. Obviously, we did Because of You, I Do a Horse Thing, Wouldn't Mention. They were like big productions, and very, very expensive. You know, so but the whole culture with videos has changed. You know, so it's become this process where we're finding out we have to make more smaller videos. So yeah, there are going to be more videos coming out.